sure it has been an exciting time today on Heritage, looking at all that has to do with the Namibians, talking about their traditional dances, their costumes, their music. Everything has been mind-blowing. All right, it's all about heritage, getting you closer to your culture and tradition, and of course the world at large. We'll be seeing again next week for another exciting time. To have yourself a blessed day. Bye for now.
ITV, certainly the best.
ITV, certainly the best.
Thank you very much for joining us on the program, Healthy Living. What is the kidney?
The kidney is an excretory organ in the body, which is for metabolism.
Tuberculosis affects many organs in the body, but the common ones it usually affects is the lungs.
Epilepsy is a neurological problem.
Okay.
It is an injury in the brain which causes someone to begin to convulse, to go into fits.
It is curable, but the cure is a long-term thing.
If you eat well and avoid those risk factors that will make your immunity to be down, then the risk of contracting tuberculosis will be reduced.
If you're healthy, then you're wealthy.
This is ITV.
Good afternoon, Happy New Year, because this is my first time this year with you. It's always an exciting time on the Current Affairs program, 60 Minutes Nigeria. My name is Egosa Osamudiame Agbolao. It's always a delight to have you on the program. I must tell you that this new year is promising. This new year has a lot in the offing, and by the grace of God, it will be a good year. I have in the studio a very, very reputable clergyman, an entrepreneur, and also an educationist, Dr. Royal Ayemere. Happy New Year, Doctor.
Thank you, sir. Same to you, sir.
Yeah,
good afternoon, viewers.
Welcome to the studio today.
Thank you for having me.
It's always a delight to have you in the studio.
Thank you, sir.
So, I must admit that today's topic is very crucial because the way you start a new year determines how the year will be.
That's right.
And I must tell you that only yesterday, that's on Wednesday, doctors, NMA precisely, took to the streets to protest against kidnapping of a medical doctor, kidnapping of Nigerians, and of course making the work environment very unsafe for them. They've given ultimatum, and it's very disturbing that crime seems to be on the increase even in Edo State. So we are looking at how can we solve this problem. And I know that Dr. Ayemere has a lot to offer. We'll be discussing it. We need to solve this problem. The youths need to be given opportunities to do well. The youths need to be encouraged. They need to be given jobs. They need to be given opportunities so that they'll be engaged. The youths have a lot in their brains. They need to be given a very conducive level playing ground so that they can strive, they can do well, because they are the future leaders. Well, I'm not to do the talking. Dr. Royal, it's very disturbing when the doctors took to the streets yesterday to protest against the kidnapping of their colleague and the death of one of their colleagues in Edo North. It was very, very pathetic.
Yes, it's so sad that we have found ourselves in such a precarious situation as a nation, as a state, because, you know, when we started talking here, people feel that, oh, these people are jobless. People, they don't know what they are saying. And you see, it has gotten to a level where everybody is bothered now. Yes. Because even the high and the mighty, nobody is safe. I know for sure that these hoodlums and this agent of darkness, if they have their way, they'll be hijacking plane at in the sky. But because maybe they don't have technology for that yet, you could see that the escalation of these barbaric acts is alarming. And I think this is not the time to tell government to wake up. This is the time to tell Nigerians to wake up. Okay. It's not just government alone that will fight it. It's not just only security men alone that will fight it. Everybody, all hands needs to be on deck, because we can't sleep now and with our eyes closed. Everywhere, every corner, Abuja, Benin, Ekpoma, Auchi, everywhere, he's everywhere. You see, the other day, I'm a pastor. Yes. I belong to Pentecostal Fellowship of Nigeria. Yes. And the other day, some of our pastors were kidnapped. And they were demanding 50 million per person. Where will they get such an amount of money? Because, you know, when people who have been making money from this, they have friends that they discuss with. They have neighbors they discuss with. Oh, you see, this is the business we're into. This is what we make. This is what we make. It has a way of motivating people to say, okay, show me how you do it. That's what we see. Because if the people who sponsor these people, who are behind these people, are brought to book, I'm very sure in no distant time, this matter of this kidnapping and all, it will die down. Okay. And I think government should also wake up, because when people do not have alternative to survive, crime becomes an option. Yeah, but I think we should have a direct message for His Excellency, the Governor of Edo State, Senator Monday Okpebholo, because doctors in Edo State protested on Wednesday. They took to the streets, and they are threatening to down tools if the environment is not rejigged in their favor. If a conducive environment is not created for medical doctors to operate, because for a medical doctor to have been kidnapped and to have died in the den of kidnappers is very pathetic. Look at the number of years that individual spent in the university to acquire formal education, to acquire medical training, very rigorous training. To even gain admission through JAMB to read medicine is difficult. So for that individual to have gone through that, gain admission, acquired medical training, and his life just wasted like that. If doctors are not protected, who will now treat the people? Who will now take care of the health of the people? So that protest yesterday, on Wednesday precisely, by medical doctors is very germane, and it's a wake-up call to His Excellency, the Governor of Edo State. Probably maybe something needs to be done about the security architecture in Edo State. The vigilantes need to be encouraged, need to be equipped more. Maybe we need to give them technological gadgets that they can use. Dr. Mary, now if doctors are complaining, if they down tools, that would be a big problem for the health sector. Yes, I know. I was coming to that. Yes. You see, it's so unfortunate that life being wasted, that have gone through so much process to get to that point. But you see, the reason the doctors are complaining is because it has gotten to them now. A lot of people have been complaining. A lot of people have been kidnapped. But I'm not saying what was done was right. Yeah. The protest is a wake-up call that every one of us should wake up. You see, I sympathize with the Nigerian Medical Association, and I sympathize with the family of the deceased. But you see, I think where we are now, this is not just a job for security personnel alone, like I said. It is a job for Nigerians. And I think, like what you said, the local vigilantes. Yes. Because I have been canvassing in this studio. We are overdue for state policing. Because the number of police that we have in Nigeria, the last time I checked, it was, I think the figures we got was that it's 400,000. And inside this 400,000 to police about 200-something million people, there's only a shortfall. And this 400,000, you have private police, people who follow big men, who follow companies, and the rest of us. So maybe the ones left may just be 100,000. Now, but we don't really have the statistics data to really ascertain. Go to some police stations and see how many police officers will you find there. So we have been clamoring here, for state police, because we are overdue for it. This job has overwhelmed our Nigerian police force, because they can't do beyond them. This is where we are now is the best they can offer. So I think the governor of Edo State, let's take a lead. I think Ondo State, there's what they call Amotekun there.
Yes.
You have another one in Lagos. You have different states bringing out. I think Kano just launched one about 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Where they go to the bushes and the rest of that. They gave them training. The government trained them, armed them to join, to work with police and the rest of that. I think nothing stops at those states.
Even the Amotek you just mentioned, they have acquired drones.
Yes.
For surveillance.
Yes.
For area surveillance.
Yes. So as it is, nothing stops at those state government, because if you look at these local vigilantes, they are very effective. When they were at work during Obaseki's regime, you could find out that kidnapping dropped drastically, because even areas where policemen will not dare to enter, these vigilantes will enter. And collaborating with the police, we saw insecurity dropped drastically. I think it's that time the government look into that direction, bring these people up. And if it's to give them, if it's 1 month or 2 months training, quick training, let them be trained and let's deploy people. As a matter of fact, for me now, I think it should be any Nigerian that is 20 or 25 should be given security training, so that at least let's know, let's be sensitive to our environment, and let's work with the security operatives, and let's get our environment secured.
Okay, we'll just take a break now, and when we return, we'll talk more about this very, very disturbing scenario in Edo State, in Nigeria, talking about the insecurity that has crippled socio-economic activities. Dr. Roya just mentioned the previous administration, the vigilantes then, we saw what they did. In this administration, we want to see an improvement on the previous administration. We shouldn't go back. We shouldn't decline. Rather, Edo State should move forward. We know that Governor Okpebholo really has the interests of the people at heart. The way he has made comments, the way he has spoken, but we want to see action. The people are not happy about the security situation in Edo State. So, Governor Okpebholo, the people are appealing to you. You need to do more in terms of security of Edo State. We'll talk more after this break.
ITV, certainly the best.
Thank you very much for joining us on the program Healthy Living. What is the kidney?
The kidney is an excretory organ in the body, which is for metabolism.
Tuberculosis affects many organs in the body, but the common ones it usually affects is the lungs.
Epilepsy is a neurological problem.
Okay.
It is an injury in the brain which causes someone to begin to convulse, to go into fits.
It is curable but the cure is a long-term thing.
If you eat well and avoid those risk factors that will make your immunity to be down, then the risk of contracting tuberculosis will be reduced.
If you're healthy, then you're wealthy.
Okay, it's a delight to have you back. It's a 60 Minutes Nigeria, the very, very wonderful program where we dissect national issues. So once again, Happy New Year to you. Just joining us is another very reputable clergyman, analyst, and a businessman as well, Dr. Emeka Ekura. Nice to have you.
Thank you, Balago. You look sweet.
Thank you. You look good too.
Happy New Year, my brother.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Happy New Year, everyone viewing us in Nigeria and outside
Nigeria.
We
are supposed to be happy, but we are not happy because we started the program by mentioning the protest by the Nigerian Medical Association on Wednesday, protesting against kidnapping and issuing an ultimatum that if certain things are not done, they will down tools. If they down tools, the people will suffer. Because they are still working now. People still have problems with their health. Talk less of when they are eventually officially down tools. So, what's your take on this very disturbing insecurity that has resurfaced again? In Edo now, it's very disturbing. Edo North is terrible.
All right. Let me quickly say, the Bible says in everything we should give God thanks.
Okay.
Let me establish that first. So we need to be happy. And as much as we are alive and God is still in charge, we need to be happy. Unfortunately, our country is not something anybody should sleep and close eyes when it comes to insecurity. And it's not very peculiar only to Edo State. But there is an adage in my language that says, if you want to be fine outside, first and foremost, be fine inside your own house. Let me put it the way it is in Igbo language. You're from house fine before you go outside. Okay. So we talk of our own. And let me still appreciate the government on what they have been doing in the past. But every country, every state, every nation wants better things. Insecurity, like I said, is not just very peculiar to Edo State. It is everywhere. And the government supposed to be in forefront to make sure, according to the Constitution, they swore that their duty is to protect life and property. Is what is expected. Whether the governor knows about it, the government knows about it or not, everybody must be pointing hand on him because he's #1 security officer of a state. In Edo State particularly, everybody will talk about Senator Mondo Paul, whether he hears it, whether he knows it or not. He has a commissioner on security. He has a special advisor on security. Then he has other supportive security agents in the state. The Nigerian Army is there, the Nigerian Police is there, the Nigerian Navy is there. You also go down, you talk about the vigilantes, you talk about the Civil Defense Corps. These are security personnel, and it is his duty. In 1, 2, 3 occasions, I've noticed him call the security chiefs of the state. I don't think he called security chief of the state to begin to party. He called them to fashion a way how the state can be at peace. Of course, what we've seen in most states as regarding security is now a cankerworm. What we see in Nigeria at large, the nation at large, regarding to security, is a thing that everybody is afraid, including the elect. Everybody is afraid. So, from the federal, measures to be put in place. serious measures should be put in place. The medical doctors want to down tools. They have given 78 hours to the state governor as regard to insecurity and what befalls one of their colleagues, a very young boy of that matter, who have just come to start life. The question is, has the government been able to find out what killed the young man? Which set of people killed the young man? Why the blame goes to the governor is because a situation of this nature, he should be able to ravage what exactly happened with intelligent reports. When things like this are happening, he will not just give a marching order. He should be able to call the security chiefs, and they should find that they should ravage out what exactly happened, which people carry out this very act, this very demonic and satanic act. And the chief security personnel following together or coming up together should be able to use the intelligent reports to say that it was exactly these henchmen that are going out, the evil henchmen, because not all the cattle rearers are wicked or killers, but these particular people that are always been taking blood, killing those taking life they cannot give, they should be able to find out from them. Let me bring in an idea. I remembered a case of, is it Enugu State or Ebonyi State, something like that. The governor rolled out drones. The purpose of this was because of insecurity.
Yeah, drones.
Drones. And this is the most of the purpose of security votes.
Yeah, that was Enugu State.
Yes, Enugu State.
Yes.
Now, if other states, other governors has this insecurity as a serious threat to their state, they should go extra mile. They should go extra mile. The federal government, the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu should be able to say that a governor in a state do this. I give the governor in other states a matching order. How did he raise the money to do that? Raise the money in the same formula, because even the tax people pay in every state in this nation is enough to tackle this evil beasts called insecurity in the nation. Now, in Edo State in particular, if the medical doctors down tools, people will die more. People will die more. People are dying with one particular sickness or the other when they are at work. How much more when they are not there? And what is their anger? Their colleague was killed.
I want to see in the den of kidnappers.
In the den of kidnappers. And there is no security intelligence to find out where these people is to rescue them, or where the other person is. Not him only. We're only talking about the one we just had, and because the medical personnel are taking action. What about the ones you didn't hear?
That's what I said.
Yeah. What about the ones you didn't hear?
Yes.
And who is talking about it? The common men in the communities are even afraid to come out because they don't know who is watching and who is hearing and who is giving information. There are informants everywhere as regard to this insecurity. Agbalawa, I must tell you the truth. Most cases, it is the boys in the community. And if you still look downward, you find out that when there is no job for these young boys, what do you expect? Government should also make every possible available channel to create more job opportunities. I heard from a side ear that even the vigilante are not being paid.
We'll talk about that, but that would
we need to.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. That will be after this break. But let me just quickly highlight an important fact that Dr. Emeka Ekuga just brought to the fore, and that is Enugu State model. the acquisition. Enugu State government purchased drones. These drones is for surveillance. I think Edo State can also do that, where they will have a monitoring room. Most of our leaders, most public office holders, they travel abroad. Now, when you are in the UK and there's an emergency, there's a number you will dial. Once you dial that number, there will be emergency responders. Government have officials who will respond to your call. You tell them the problem, they tell those who are to rush there to rush to your place. Why can't we have that in Edo State? Why can't we have a monitoring room? Why can't we have drones? Drones that will be doing area surveillance? Why those in the monitoring room will be downloading the videos, the photos,
the
information. This is important. We're in a digital world. We don't have surveillance cameras at strategic locations, even in Benin City. Only yesterday, there was a news where the Akoko Edo chairman visited victims in the hospitals, different hospitals, where victims, a kidnap attempt that was foiled. We commend the Edo State Security Network for that wonderful job in Akoko Edo. They foiled it, but so many people were injured. If they have equipment, if they have digital surveillance equipment, it will help. We'll talk more after this break. Okay, it's a delight to have you back. The final lap of the program, 60 Minutes Nigeria. We are really delighted that you are there enjoying your 60 minutes with us. This country actually deserves collective effort to reposition it. But we cannot shy away from the fact that the day a governor is sworn in, he has taken an oath of allegiance. He has pledged to protect lives and property. In Edo State, it is very disturbing what is happening now. We know that Governor Monday Okpebholo has publicly assured the Edo people of better welfare, of improvement in living standard. That's the reason he's doing a flyover at Ikpoba Hill. He's doing another flyover at Adesowa Junction. This is a governor that has promised the people improvement in welfare. But Mr. Governor, the people cannot enjoy welfare when there's insecurity. It means that a lot need to be done to rejig the security architecture. My guest, Dr. Roya, talked about the need for state police. I know that he's above state governor, but this issue of vigilantes is just a way out. Vigilantes should be paid. We've seen what happened to EXMA by the previous administration. EXMA is just like, each official in EXMA is like a civil servant. He earns salary. Vigilantes should be paid. They should be encouraged. They should not be made to be depending on one Okagele or one community Noge to survive. No. The state government must have a structure, salaries for vigilantes, so that they will be accountable. He who pays the piper dictates the tune. Dr. Roya, I believe that this issue of salary for vigilantes is a must.
It's long overdue.
Okay.
Because you can't expect people, sir,
yes,
who are with arms to be on the streets. Our weather is so hot. They'll be under the sun from morning to evening, and they are with arms, and they are not paid. An angry man, for God's sake, a hungry man, for God's sake, is an angry man. And he's with arms. He's hungry. No payment from any quarter. It's just for him to arrange with one or two. What we are saying now, it could also be a factor to what it needs to where we are. The problem in this nation, see, sir, is beyond talking on paper. Because we see federal government coming out, inflation rate has dropped, GDP has grown, this and that. This is paper talk. Reality on ground shows, sir,
yes,
the taxes Nigerians are paying is going up. Salary earners' wages is very low. Look at the reality on ground. People are angry. People are hungry. No job. People graduate from school, no job. Somebody graduate from school, managed to get a job, is being kidnapped and shot dead. Then, what do you expect? The average Nigerian is like, he has given up hope for this country.
Is that the reason for Jakpa traveling out of Nigeria?
That is it, sir. That is it, sir. Because these politicians, most of the politicians, where are their children? See, I can tell you for free, as we approach the election, you will discover, sir, that the insecurity will drastically drop. Because there are people behind it. Because they will tell them, relax, let's conduct the election. The atmosphere will be calm. President Goodluck Jonathan said, let's extend the election by 2 weeks. Let's curb some things. The insecurity then, it came down. Sir, if we must fight this, it's not about governor or no governor. Everybody must come together. This matter, government should wake up. Government must be sincere that, hey, these vigilantes that are working, how can you expect a man to be working and is not being paid? Will it not be?
We are going to investigate that. This issue of vigilante.
It is a fact.
We hope to get information on this salary thing.
It is a fact. They are not being paid. I mean, even the police, are they being paid properly?
We've seen increase in police salaries and promotions.
Leave that thing. You, as a police officer, the uniform you are recruited with, that's what government gives to you. They are the one to get their boots. They are the one to get their uniform. Go to police station in the evening. They don't have petrol to power gen. They have to use torchlight, light from phone, to write and do all that things. Go and check.
Whereas we can even install solar facilities in police stations nationwide.
So what we are seeing, in fact, this is beyond even bringing vigilante. I said boys from 25 years should be recruited. There are countries that are once you are 25 years old. That's what Ukraine is doing now. That's what Russia is doing now. There is a security in our country. Once you are 18, they recruit you. Yeah, take arm, defend your territory.
Doctor, if your son is 25 years now, and you see the way the country is going, and the federal government, they have been calling for recruitment, with the boys going. When you see how your mates are being killed in the process, in the field, will you allow your child to go? The problem is that we've mixed it for long. The Nigerian government has missed the security of the people for long. It's no longer democracy. We're no longer democracy. Those days when we were in school, we found out it was the government of the people, for the people, and by the people. How many times have you seen a government call a town hall meeting in an open place and said, let the people that are the government, the people are the government, let them come, let's decide how do we do this?
They do, sir.
I am not
during the election period.
Town hall meeting.
During election period.
I'm talking about during the election.
But it should be a regular thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. After election.
You should understand what I'm saying. During election period.
I do.
We understand.
Now I'm not trying to stop you from your information, sir. But let me chip in this before it gets out of my memory. The government should find a way to bring the community leaders, the kings, the chiefs, like you mentioned the other time, the heads of communities. What do you call them?
Youth leaders.
Whatever, youth leaders. The government should go beyond saying, we have a town hall meeting, we don't know who attended and who did not attend. Like in Edo State, I want to encourage His Excellency, Senator Mondo Paulo, the governor of Edo State, to expand the focus on security to this angle.
Yes, that's to the youth leaders, in each community, known as Okagele, the Enoge, they are all the Ojowe,
the kings.
In the entire state.
Mobilize them, bring them together. If we warrant you to go to Ogbe Stadium, where it will
accommodate all of them,
everybody, and as many that is within the leaders of communities, I think insecurity will come down.
Because they will come and tell us what is happening in their communities. How can insecurity be tackled in their communities? You have a point because there. When Akoko Edo, what happened there was terrible. It was the Edo State Security Network that was able to fight the kidnappers that saved them from being kidnapped. And the Akoko Edo chairman visited those who were injured.
Those who were injured in the different hospitals.
Yes.
So if this focus goes beyond what we're seeing in city here, it will go a long way, honestly speaking, because most cases, it is those in the house. Another adage I used to remember, my father used to tell me those days. He said it is the rat in the house that goes out to tell the one outside that
there's food
or feed or fish in the kitchen.
Yes.
Honestly speaking, in every kidnapping incident, there is an informant.
So that is where all these community leaders, youth leaders need to come in. How do we arrest this informant?
Yes. It's when you have these people and you create a welfare package for these community leaders. If there is no proper assignment given to them, what stops you as a government to say in this very community, let there be an SSA, senior special assistant or special assistant or special advisor in every community as regard to security today. And when you do this in each of the communities, the special advisor or senior special assistant or special assistant will come back to you and say, my community was peaceful yesterday. Align them up with the chief security details in your state, in Edo State. Like they report to the DPOs. DPOs goes to the area commanders. Area commanders go to the commissioner of police. Commissioner of police go to the assistant inspector general of police. Why assistant inspector general of police reports to the IG. IG in return goes back to the presidency. In the state, the commissioner reports to the governor. And when we have security reports in daily basics, we should be able to know how we can unravel situations. Those days I used to understand when they say red spots. There are red spots.
Hot spots.
Hot spots.
Black spots.
Black spots. When you are going, you should be able to know from here to here is dangerous. You should know the time and the hour you should pass so place.
Yes.
These informations put together will be able to help us to bring down security threats in the state, whether in the village. We look at it only within this state, in the town. What about in the villages where farmers cannot go to farm? Somebody should be involved. Somebody should. He has done a great job. For you to sleep and close eye well on Christmas season and New Year, there was no killing here, there was no killing here, it was an excellent, strong move by His Excellency, the Governor of Edo State. You understand what I mean? When they say court fight here, court fight there, court fight there, as soon as he come on board, he makes sure that didn't that didn't fly again in the state. Who are you to come out and say you be this? Your house will first go down. They will carry you drop one corner. Your father will not be happy to say that a house they labored for years with pension money and everything is being brought down. Nobody will be happy about that. And everybody now begin to say, no, even if you want to give somebody a house in your room, an apartment in your house, you will ask, where do you work? What do you do for a living? I hope you are not a cultist. And by the time you establish all this, you issue a house to somebody who is worth having a house in your house or in your compound or in your home. So what are we trying to say? Mr. Governor should go beyond bringing in only the chief, the security chiefs. I overheard my doctor talk about state policing. State policing is something of the federal, and I think they're working towards that.
They need to be fast about it.
They're working towards that.
They need to be fast about it.
The vigilantes has been on ground to complement state police, but it's not enough. In the night, if you see them, if you are going home in the night in your community, you will see them block road with torchlight. People don't even obey them. And they don't send. Somebody will tell you, how will I go and risk my life when there is nothing attached to it? I'm not being paid. And they want me in the night. Many of them are trying. They will stand on the road in the middle of the night. And once it is around 9, 10, 11, they go house. So you've created the open doors for the evil men and women to begin.
Thank you very much, Dr. Emeka. We'll come back to you. Dr. Royal, now, just assume that Mr. Governor, Senator Monday Okpebholo is listening to you now. Assume he's watching you now. You want to offer him advice, practical advice? What do you think he should do to quickly fix the situation on security?
Thank you. The first thing he will do is that my first counsel to him is that these losses that he bought,
okay,
and then these security operatives, that the security architecture, he should call them and give them a marching order. I want this state to be calm. I want peace to be restored in the state. I'm very sure that if he gives that marching order, within 48 hours, our security men, they know what to do. They are Nigerians are intelligent people. In any structure, any field you find them, very intelligent people. They will deliver. That is that. I think another thing I will also say is that security should not be politicized. Should not be politicized. We should not play politics with security. Because what we find is that when you see somebody from the north being a DPO in an area is not familiar to, things like this can thrive. But if somebody from that community, I've always canvassed, let somebody from Edo State be the commissioner of police in Edo State. He knows the environment.
And you remember Pario Sainde of blessed memory, how he was able to apprehend the enemy.
Yes.
You know, in those days.
Yes, he somebody from the state understands the terrain, knows the environment. If if something happens, he knows the area to go to, he knows who to call and get the information. So the governor should not politicize security. And thirdly, our youth should be engaged positively. I know he's trying in that area. He has done a lot in that area, but we need more. Because even somebody from my own church has been recruited into his this administration, one of the programs they did. But I think we need more. Our governor should focus on agriculture, because that is the powerhouse of employment, not these white collar jobs. You can't take much persons. He should focus on job creation, because once our youth are engaged, I can hit my hand on my chest and tell you that insecurity will die naturally.
Thank you very much. Dr. Emeka Ekuga, advise the governor on what he should do to quickly fix the situation now, because we are going to conclude the program shortly.
Yeah, my first advice to His Excellency is to always be on ground in regard to these security threats in the state. He has been doing well. He has been trying his best, but he should go beyond only the chief security personnel. He should go beyond that. He should time to time call for security meetings of communities, engage the communities, and also, like a doctor said, give the security on ground a marching order. I saw him when he went to inspect the roads. He has contracted to contractors. He was bold enough to say, you guys are doing well. But
and he threatened to revoke some.
Yes, but some of you that are kind of slacking in what you ought to do, look at what will happen to you. And you see then they wake up. So if you do same, he has the power to say, although federal government post commissioner, federal government post the commandant in the civil defense, federal government post the brigadier general in the
commandant,
the 4th brigade,
okay.
Of the brigades, that all now see the entire area. Now, if you give them a marching order, that I don't want to witness this, that what Mr. President have done a few days ago as regards, is it Zamfara or which other? Is it, can't remember the state like that. He give them a marching order and said, if you don't do this, I'm the chief security officer, I have what it takes to tell Mr. President, I don't need this person here. I think they will wake up to do more. They are trying. Security is trying. Security is about every one of us. If you see anything that is not good in your area, you report. And those who report, you should be able to protect you, not to sell you out and say that you bring the information. I think we will get it right.
Thank you very much. I must commend Dr. Roya Imeri. Thank you for your time.
Yes, sir.
And you've been able to actually outline important factors that can help the state governor to actually fix or tackle insecurity. I must also thank Dr. Emeka Ekuga. Thank you very much for the factors you've also aligned.
Yes, you, ma'am.
But I must reiterate to our governor, distinguished Senator Monday Okpebholo, there's need for a situation room where it will be a digital room where they will monitor situation reports. We now have drones. We need to acquire drones. We need to acquire security cameras where the situation room will be linked to this apparatus. I don't know how they will do it, but those who know how to do it, who know IT, who are so good in AI, in technology and all that, they know what to do. You need to have a situation room. Then there's an emergency. There should be a number that can be called. In terms of security, I'm not saying fire disaster or no. In terms of maybe a crime scene. And that number will be accessible and there will be intervention. It will help. We don't want the doctors to go on strike as they have threatened. We need them. That's the show. Thanks for being a part of 60 Minutes Nigeria. Once again, Happy New Year to everyone. This year promises to bring out the best in you, to bring out the best for you. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
This is ITV.
Certainly the best.
The Ugewe is the final ceremony of the series of festivals. It is one of peace and lightheartedness, following the more solemn of the ritual year. Ugewe is the festival of the Ewe leaves, a symbol of good luck and joy. It is the most popular of all that heralds the dawn of a Benin New Year, new vow, newness of life and freshness of life, and a new hope for the future. In the evening, the Ewe leaves are presented to the Oba of Benin in grand style in a colorful ceremony. The Ihogbe Society, amidst singing and dancing, bring the sacred leaves that symbolize good luck, blessings, peace, and prosperity. Each of the senior members of the Ihogbe proceeds to give the sacred leaves directly to the Oba of Benin, and others put theirs at his feet.
If you go man, if you go, Iriakwa akinuto enue aki enue Obala tope Osanore Umadogemo Akmoye ni awoge wae Ewae nori oba Osanore oba Umadogemo Akmoye ni awoge wae Ewae no bia fave Opa dije Abuki sivyoke o Abuki sivyoke ko Amira na yoki Ebi na yo ku sa ya je wa Eke no ku ye de to ku maka Apa jano Bahu ma yo bahu ma yo
Certainly the best.
Almost. Someone wanted to traffic me by a friend. She took me to a party. Then I saw a guy.